What's up, everybody? This is Bruce, aka Geektacular, and I'm just going to do another quick sort of details unboxing video for you. And this is for a book that I actually didn't even know existed until I actually ran into it in Target, of all places, the other day. So this actually came out the day that The Force Awakens came out. This is called Rey's Survival Guide, and it's actually a replica survival guide that supposedly Rey had written while she was living on Jakku, and to my surprise, this is actually canon. This is chock full of stuff that is never discussed in the movie, that you would never know unless you read this. And I really think that this is a really cool book that is pretty much been under the radar. It only has a couple of reviews on Amazon, and I'm not sure why. I will tell you up front, it seems like it's designed for maybe younger people or teenagers or something like that, just because of the way that it's written. So just take that with a grain of salt. If you're fine with that, then I would say definitely pick this up. Because it actually has a lot of canon info in it that's just not discussed anywhere. And the way that it's written is really cool, and you'll see this when I open it up. It's only $10 retail. It's in hardcover, as you see here. It's not very big, it's pretty thin. But it's got this glossy hardcover here. So let me go ahead and just show you the front. So, kind of really cool. This is sort of like kind of a pencil sketch kind of filter on that there. So that looks pretty neat. And there's the side, Rey's Survival Guide by Fun Studio. So here's the back. So it's a good rule. These are basically like basically a survival guide for somebody who had just moved to Jakku or something. That was written by Rey. So this is all written from Rey's perspective, in Rey's handwriting, which kind of makes it really neat. It's sort of like a weird, like kind of relic from Rey growing up on Jakku. So another thing that this reminded me of, if you've ever played Destiny, the collector's editions of Destiny have sort of similar, kind of like replica journal sort of things that come with the collector's editions, and they kind of remind me of that. So I'm just going to show you what this book is like. So it's all written like this in like handwriting, and it's all written by, quote, by Rey. It's all from Rey's perspective, written by her, living on Jakku before the events of The Force Awakens. And so there's actually like sketches that she has drawn. So you're basically to assume that she's put all this in there. So this looks like she like taped in a sketch that she made of a downed X-Wing. And basically the whole book is set up like this. So handwriting, different locations in Jakku. All of these pencil sketches are from, supposedly from Rey. There's all kinds of stuff in here that was never mentioned in the movie. There's a whole thing about the sitter, this guy who sits on a pillar and nobody really knows like what's up with them. But the Tito's, these guys who live and collect stuff in the desert, like protect him and bring him stuff. Carbon Ridge is a place where they think that there's like a downed Empire vessel that is still has a bunch of like now defunct stormtroopers protecting it. Like all this weird side stuff that is never mentioned, but this is all canon. So I mean, you can read this and really associate it with Rey in the movies. So and the other cool thing that this book has is it has a few of these fold-out parts. So basically it's like 2 pages that kind of fold out, and they're all kinds of detailed stuff. So this is an AT-AT, and she like writes all kinds of notes in here. And these are like little notes that Rey has written about different parts, or like how to all the parts that she has salvaged from these in the past. So like little notes about that kind of stuff. So that's basically how it's written, and it's really neat. It has one. Let me count them real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. It has 4 of these fold-out things, and they're all different. Like this one, for example, is are the instructions for making Happy Boar medicated dewormer slurry. So it's like kind of like an insert, like she would have gotten that from someone. And it names all kinds of animals on Jakku that never had names, or like customs and different kinds of people that you never have heard about in The Force Awakens. Additional info about the different down ships, all that kind of stuff. And then at the end, so at the very end of the book, around right here, the addendum. So at the very end, there's this little section that's a couple pages called the addendum, where she talks about basically she'd finished writing the guide, but then she meets up with BB-8, and she's actually kind of recounts some of the early events of The Force Awakens. So it goes. Most of it's written as just like a survival guide to Jakku from before all the stuff in The Force Awakens occurs. But then she actually has a short addendum here, in which she even sketches Han and Chewie there. So I think this is like one of the coolest things I've seen related to Star Wars. I'm a sucker for kind of these replica artifacts from inside of fictional worlds. I really love when creators try to sort of recreate like a piece of authentic stuff from inside of their fictional universe. So I think that things like these replica journals that have sketches and stuff from the main character's perspective are just really neat. There's nothing inherently young about this. I think it's targeted at a younger audience because this company tends to make sort of these similar books for other franchises for younger audiences. But I would say if you're into Star Wars at all and you kind of like this kind of thing, definitely worth $10. I think it's only like $9 on Amazon to pick this up and give it a read. So yeah, thanks everybody for watching this. If you have any questions about the book, feel free to leave comments down below. And if you like this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up down below also. That would be awesome. And if you like these kinds of unboxings, if you like book unboxings, or detail videos, I guess, if you like video game unboxings, movie unboxings, Star Wars unboxings, anime unboxings, any of that kind of stuff, go ahead and click subscribe down below, and that way you'll get notified whenever I come out with any new videos. So thanks a lot for watching, and I'll catch you next time.